Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Bitcoin chart planning update video. I'm gonna keep this one short and simple just because nothing has still changed really from the last update we did. So currently, again, we're gonna look at the bigger picture just to give you guys some context in case you're not aware. But we have been trading in a overall five wave structure up to potential conservative bull cycle all time highs that we have here. So since the beginning of this bull market, we have so far three waves in, and we're still trying to finish off the fourth wave. As we wait for confirmation of the fourth wave completing, then that's when we can go ahead and find out exactly where the fifth wave can go. Now, until the fourth wave is complete, we may update the conservative bull market high estimates that we have, depending on what this fourth wave keeps doing. But until then, like I said, we're just waiting on this fourth wave to finish, and then from there we can start another smaller five wave structure that will measure out what the fifth wave will look like. So now diving into short term stuff. Now we're looking at now is we understand that Bitcoin is in a current three wave correction, and once the three wave correction completes, that's when we can start the final fifth wave that can bring us to well over $100,000. Originally, we thought that this right here, this first, second, third wave, was the, the corrective move, but when it came to working our way up, we had this first, second, third wave, and then as we were completing a fourth wave, we extended down too far. So on one of my previous videos, or update videos, I had a retracement or Fibonacci retracement drawn out, and it was canceled out once we surpassed the 0.5 retracement level. Once that surpassed and it fell lower, it was invalidated, and from there, that told me that we're actually looking at an extended three wave move. So now, since we're looking at that extended three wave move, what we can do is determine how far it can potentially go if that was the case. Because also, this could be an overall first, and this can be a second wave correction. But again, it doesn't make too much sense just because it's still extended way too far down for me to be comfortable with still having the possibility that the corrective move did finish. It doesn't, it's not something I want to rely on too much just because, again, it's not very clear, it's not very organized, and it surpassed all of my my criteria, my requirements that I have. So I'm going to stick with the plan that we are in an overall three wave correction, and ideally, I am looking at, so again, it's the first, second wave up to the B, third wave down, which will be the final wave before the overall fifth wave happens, and then that's when we go up to like $100,000. But this is my ideal scenario where we continue falling lower, bottom out somewhere in the purple fib extension area. It's also very, very unlikely just because we're pretty far into this correction. We are multiple months into this corrective structure, and the further we go in it, the sooner a big rally will pop off. So I'm not trying to follow my ideal scenario in a very concrete way, just because I understand that due to a lot of FOMO and the euphoria stage that a lot of people are talking about, we could potentially see Bitcoin just pop up like crazy anytime soon. But short term, and this can happen like within like a couple days or a few days, we can still see the price come back or go further down, surpassing this swing low we have right here in yellow, and then finally touching just minimum requirements, touching the first purple Fibonacci line, and then from there jumping up higher. That would be ideal because that would raise my confidence. I'll be much, much more confident with the structure and much more confident that we are starting or just starting the next leg up because of a more clear wave structure. So, although I believe that we can still push up from here, for me to be most confident, I want to just see one more low or at least one more extension lower. It doesn't even have to reach the purple fib. If it does, that'll be amazing. But as long as we break even slightly below this bottom yellow resistance, I'm more than happy than adding even more to my Bitcoin swing trade here. But until then, what we're looking at is potentially, so this is another thing that we're looking at, the possibility of the prices breaking higher, and then from here on, it looked like that was going to happen because we broke into our blue retracement area, although it briefly broke into it and broke down it, surpassing the smaller swing low right here. And now it's potentially making its way lower to retest this support. A break of that support will bring us to this area down here. Although, if we do not reach this first support area in yellow, we still have the possibility of, going up higher into further into the blue area up here, just because if you were to consider this move, although we broke below our ideal 0.618, we trended back up into it and we're still holding it. So unless we break down below it for at least an extended period of time, like a day, to me that tells me that yeah, we're definitely going to see a potential lower low on this swing low, and then maybe testing and briefly breaking below this A wave low down here. So that would be ideal. That's something I would prefer, just because that's going to make me much more confident in this wave structure. But if we don't hit this low right here and we continue up higher, we can still look for the possibility of going into the higher range of this blue retracement area, retesting the 0.5, and then from there just jumping up higher to our short-term bullish area of roughly $76,000. At the end of the day, they both lead to the same area. It's just one of them, although it will take a little bit longer to reach this area up here if we go on the white count, but it will be a much more clear and much more confident move than if we were just to go from here. So it will take longer, but it will be much more solid, while this just quick jump up from here would give us, a rally a lot sooner, but it will be, I wouldn't be as confident with what the wave structure will actually look like from there. But it's still a possibility. And then from here, we can eventually just keep trending up into this green Fibonacci area, which may be updated in the future. But again, guys, let me go over these two scenarios. Is understanding all of this wave count and why we switched from this 3-wave corrective move to a much larger 3-wave corrective move. Understanding why we did that, it makes sense, or at least ideally it will make sense for us to see just one more brief low under this yellow area, just one more quick low short term, and then from there just bounce up higher, finally start making new all-time highs on Bitcoin once again. And of course, that's all we want, is Bitcoin to just finally hit 6 digits. But of course, understanding that we need to understand the short-term wave structures and what the price structure really looks like. Short-term will help us better manage our time, manage our trades, and make better, more cautious decisions from here on until we finally make new all-time highs. So yeah, let's see what happens throughout the rest of the week. And one more low scenario again, ideal for a more clear, conservative, confident wave structure. But regardless, they both lead to the same area eventually. So that's all I got for you guys right now. I'm going to keep you guys updated on this as we continue to trade forward. And I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.